meaning does the Morgan Taylor, Gelish, and dip all match? Well, we're here to find out, so we're gonna do the test. Let's see how it goes. Well, first thing we're gonna start with is let's try the Morgan Taylor one, since that one has to dry. This color is Hot Rod Red. Got Hot Rod Red here. I'm gonna apply 2 coats like we normally would. I'm gonna apply the first coat. Take a look here, we got that dome-shaped brush. It's nice and fits around that cuticle perfectly. First coat, I'm gonna let that coat dry a little bit. Let that coat dry. So that's the Morgan Taylor. Here we have Gelish. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that one while Morgan Taylor is drying. One thing about Gelish is we do a lot of testing to make sure that we're within 90% of color matching, and we take it very seriously. We won't launch a color unless it falls into that category. So there's 1 coat of Gelish. We're gonna go ahead and cure that coat since it requires an LED light to cure. So we're gonna go ahead and cure that. Then we're gonna move on to dip our Gelish. Dip is going to be a powder, so don't ever judge the jar by the color that's in the jar right now. It's gonna be always a little lighter. Gonna do Gelish dip base coat. You'll see I have every little stick is marked with what product's on there. This is gonna be dip. And go ahead and dip that into Hot Rod Red dip. Tap off any excess. And I will dust off any excess. I'm going to do my second dip on here as well. With dip, very important that we get that application as even as we can, and make sure you shake up your powder so that way you don't get wrinkles in it. And be as gentle as we can when we go in. If I see any dark spots or any spots that look wet, they can absorb a little bit more powder. I'm going to dust off any excess. And now I'm going to put my dip nail on the side there. We'll see that the dip nail, since it has 2 coats on there, it looks a little darker than the Morgan Taylor, but I'm going to put my second coat of Morgan Taylor on there. For you guys that don't know, you guys that are watching on your phones, watching online, Morgan Taylor is a sister company of Gelish, so they do go together. Let's go ahead and we'll take the Gelish one out of the light. We're gonna go ahead and put our second coat of Gelish on there. Second coat of Gelish going on. Once again, this Gelish also has that dome-shaped brush, which will go around the cuticle perfectly. We're gonna go ahead and cure this one. 30 seconds in the 18G unplugged, which is our new LED light. It is a battery-powered light, or it can also be a light that you use on your desktop. That's gonna take 30 seconds. While that is going through its curing process, now we're just gonna put Gelish, top it off over all 3 of these nails, just so that we can see the shine. Normally you wouldn't put Gelish, top it off over Morgan Taylor or dip, but this is only to see the shine. So we're gonna go ahead and put that over our dip nail. All we're doing here, guys, is making sure that the colors are matching. So I'm gonna actually put all of them in the light at the same time. We're gonna do one on Gelish as well. And I hope you guys, when you guys take a look at these, and you guys will be able to see the quality of our pigments and the quality that we go through, just to make sure that when you guys use our products, that you're getting the highest quality results for your clients. All right, so all 3 are done. We're gonna go ahead and hit a 30-second cure on them, and in 30 seconds you're gonna see the results if they all fall under that 90% matching category. I'm not too concerned about it. I know that this is one of our most popular reds out there. Hot Rod Red is a big seller in the market. People love this red, and it's gonna be a very close match. If not 90%, maybe even higher. So let's see what we got here, guys. Let's go ahead and pull out the dip. Here's our dip nail. Here's our Gelish nail. And here's our Morgan Taylor nail. Now we're gonna put all three together. You'll see very, very close. When it comes to matching, guys, and you've got three different, completely different formulas here, it's very difficult to get it at 100%. But if you take a look here, we're very well within that 90% range. Now this is a red color. Let's jump into something dark, which is a lot more difficult. All right, we got this really dark blue color. This is a starry sight, one of the newer colors here. And we're gonna do the exact same thing with these as we did with those over there. So starting with the Morgan Taylor, do one coat here. And apply just like we would on a client, very thin application. Let that sit and dry for a second. And then we will go on to our Gelish. So same exact routine as we did with the other ones with the hot rod red. We're gonna do it with this dark midnight blue color. Now for some reason, people apply things a little differently sometimes, and the thickness of your application will make a difference on how the color looks in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and get my dip one ready too. Take my dip base coat, apply a thin coat of that to my pop here, making sure everything's nice and even. And we're gonna go right into the powder. Wow, that looks great already. Make sure you dust off any excess powder. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my second coat with the dip powder right now. Second coat is on. We're gonna go into the powder. You notice sometimes I'll go back in when I see spots that are dark or that look shiny. That just means it could absorb a little more powder. We want full absorption. We can go ahead and do a light dust here, remove any excess dust. Right away you can see that has two coats on it, so it looks a lot darker than the Morgan Taylor. But now the Morgan Taylor is gonna get a second coat. For you guys that don't know why the name Morgan Taylor, it's the name of the daughters of the owners of Gelish. So it's still a family-owned company, and Morgan and Taylor are real people. So there's Morgan Taylor. And then finally we have Gelish. We're gonna go ahead and apply the Gelish color. Always looks great when we have our second coat on there. We're gonna go ahead and do a 30-second cure on that. And what I'm gonna do with these guys now is the same thing we did with those guys over there. We're gonna apply Gelish, top it off, just so we can see a finished result with the shine on there. Be sure that this is free of dust. I'm gonna apply my Gelish, top it off. This is probably the most popular top coat out there in any salon. You'll see Gelish base and top coat in practically every salon out there. I'm gonna do all three of these at the same time so that it doesn't make this video too boring. It's kind of hard to make nails exciting, but for those of you guys that don't understand why it's so important to have a matching trio, it's because these are completely different products, and all three of them serve a different purpose in what we're doing at the salon. Like gels will last up to 3 weeks with our Gelish Soak Off Gel Polish, will last up to 3 weeks, whereas when you're using Morgan Taylor, it's something that's going to be great for pedicures, something that you can easily change the color out. And then dip is something that is more rigid, more tough, something that for those clients that use their nails every day and maybe even use their nails as tools, dip is a great product for that. We got a about 10 seconds left. It's a great thing that we are using the 18G unplug. We can see exactly how much time we have left in the LED light. If you guys notice here, the LED light has no cords going to it. It's battery powered light. There's our dip color. Let's see what we have with our Gelish. Wow, they look very, very close. And we have our Morgan Taylor. We're gonna take a look here. If you take a look, the color on these guys are so close, right? And that's it, guys. You guys will see that the colors here are like very close to 90%, maybe even higher. Same thing with over here on the Hot Rod Red. Those ones are extremely close in color. So I think we accomplished what we wanted to see here. We wanted to see how close the colors are out of these trios. And I think we nailed it. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys tune into some of our other videos and check us out at gelish.com. And peace out, guys.